Today we're going to start a beginning technique on escaping from grasps. This was an essential skill for the samurai. Grasps were usually done to prevent them from accessing the weapon. And as you were grabbed, your opponent very well could be accessing a weapon of his or already have one in his hand. So we are going to take a look at and work on a particular technique to escape from grasps quickly and efficiently. So we're going to work on escape from a cross-hand grasp. Jeff is going to turn sideways. We're going to start this from the side. And Jim is going to grab right hand to right hand. Now we work on opposite hand grabs first, because the opposite hand grab gives the person who's grabbing the most tactical advantage. If you same side grab, you're basically in what we call a hockey fight. You're giving your opponent an equal ability to strike or stab you back. So the tendency for people who have experience is to opposite hand grabs to be able to gain a physical relationship advantage. What's going to happen is Jeff is going to relax, and it's very critical that you relax your shoulder, your back, your bicep, and he's going to pivot on the ball of his right foot, releasing his heel. His elbow and his hip are going to move the same way. You're no pushing and pulling at this point. It's like your arm is empty. You change relationship. Then, with the feeling of his right hip moving back, he's going to step with his left foot forward. Place his hands together, and as his right hip completes, he's going to use that energy to break the grasp. Let's see that once more. Jeff relaxes. He pivots his heel, hip, elbow move at the same time, same place. Continuing the pressure from his right hip, he then breaks the grasp. So let's try that from a left hand grab with Jeff facing away from us so we can see this from the other side. Pivots his heel, hip, elbow at the same time, relaxing. As he steps forward, his left hip going back now provides the energy for breaking the grasp. Relaxing, all the energy at one time. No pushing, no pulling. You're using the energy of your body, the inertia in your body for the power. You're not using muscle contraction, tension, twisting, or leveraging. No leveraging here. As much as possible, empty your body when this is taking place, especially your back, your shoulder. Let's look at that one more time. Careful, relax. All at once. So let's break down a little bit of detail on this. We start from the side so that you get used to using your body and pivoting more. Eventually this can be done all kinds of ways, but this is how we're going to start to teach you. One of the important things, if Jeff moves my arm around, it just moves, okay? It just moves. Don't have tension in it. It's not hanging. If he lets go of it, it doesn't fall. If he moves it, it moves. If he lets go of it, it sits. I want to start working on this type of sensitive relaxation. So when I move, if I start to lever against him by pushing my hand forward as I rotate my body, he can start to fight that. So your thought is that your elbow, your hip, and your heel are all moving away. And as if Jeff had a knife and was poking at my hip's going to move that way to get out of the way. At the same time, I release forward. At the same amount of time, I release forward. When you're thinking here, all of this would be as if Jeff takes his fingers and pushes my elbow away, and as he pushes my elbow, my hip and my heel go at the same time. Everything moving away, nothing pushing forward. The fact that this hand moves is different than if I actuate it and move it. And then with the feeling again that somebody is poking at you with a sharp knife in your hip. You move the hip out of the way and release the other side forward. It's this hip moving back out of the way that provides the energy that you use to break the grasp. So that escape from grasp actually comes from Iaijutsu. And I'm going to demonstrate one of the draws that has the same movement, and then we're going to show you how that would have been applied. So the techniques that you're learning build on themselves. This escape from a grasp will be used in many other ways as you move through the Nami curriculum. And classical Bujutsu, martial arts, were integrated like that. You had one operating system and, in a sense, one set of movements that covered a wide number of techniques. So spend time with this. Get the footwork. Relax.